Showing love regardless. Another great episode. Standing beside my co-host.
J Alpha, what up? Big Black and Beautiful, what up?
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, ladies.
How was your week though, man?
Good, man. Definitely big love out here. Temperature's changing. Life is looking good. Yesterday's better than today. Someone got murdered in my building.
Yeah, I heard that. You told me that shit was crazy. You live in a nice ass apartment too.
I just don't get it. It's crazy.
It's LA though. You know, niggas be pow 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 in LA.
Jason Bond.
They just pow 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 in LA. Crazy. You know, it's LA. Shit is in that going crazy.
Man. Who wants to talk about that? But
yeah, what you listening to right now? You got anything you listening to?
I'm actually listening to that Young Thug and Future song that they just recently dropped. Love to see Thug back out here in his element, definitely putting out some good music. It's definitely a turning point for music right now. There's not a lot coming out, but
there's this shit I'm listening to. Like I found on TikTok.
What are you listening to?
It's just amazing. I'm about to play real quick.
Yeah, let me hear something.
Whenever they win, they say he's 40. Whenever they lose, they say he's 40. This propaganda getting corny. The tiger man is coming shortly. He by the drowning, chasing boys. Can't wait till he hang his shoes up and he leaves my team so he won't get chewed up. We don't need you, we got Luka. And I promise that we'll be set for the future. Purple on the jersey is more like fuchsia. And the yellow really look like a highlight. Besides 2020, name me a highlight. What? The fucking NBA Cup? That's some fake ass shit that I'm silver made up. To beat this resume up, 25, everything Ron do ain't tough. Nigga so brainwashed, still dunking niggas. Say he ain't washed. When's the last time that he hit a clutch shot? Leaving the bench his ass like a bus stop. And you wanna keep playing, boy, just stop. Why don't you just go Hunter Sabine and make another shitty movie in front of the camera? Barbershop showdown in Atlanta.
Okay.
That's fire. I wish it was longer. I'd be bumping that.
So who was that?
I don't know, some random dude up on TikTok making, you know, they make all these LeBron songs. He made a truthful LeBron song.
We all knew what it was about.
It was beautiful. It's beautiful.
His cadence was there. He was definitely, he sounded pretty natural, clean on that track. But, you know, fuck him for trying to disrespect the king.
Nah, he was just telling the truth about the king.
Heard him!
You know, that's what I'm listening to right now, you know. I mean, Coco Jones dropped too. Coco Jones is cool. I listened to it a couple times right now.
That's Donovan Mitchell's girl, right?
It is?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Donovan Mitchell's girl. I thought Donovan Mitchell was with 50's old manager's daughter. He's not with her no more?
No, wait. I thought is it Coco Jones?
I never heard of Donovan Mitchell being with Coco Jones.
Let's look. We got the internet at our fingertips. I thought it was. Or what's her name? Cow or some shit like that. McGuff. What was her name?
Oh, it's probably true because it popped up.
It's there, right? My boy Donovan Mitchell out there singing his girl song.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
That's why you hearing it. You wouldn't have heard it. That's all tied to, you know, that kind of like that market.
They are dating. That's weird. I didn't know that.
So you wouldn't have heard it. I mean, you wouldn't have known Coco Jones was lit like that unless you wasn't.
I mean, she on that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air remake, whatever. I think that's canceled. Is it canceled?
I think so. I think it get canceled.
Yeah, that's so terrible.
Tons of shows being canceled, unfortunately. You know, shout out to all those actors who put in great work, you know, contributing all this art. Keep your head high and keep working and keep giving us something to live vicariously through. Speaking for myself and other actors, definitely keep working.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into
Let's
get into it. You know.
We have what? We got relationship stuff today, right?
Yes. So, fortunately, we live in a place where there's a very interesting perspective on dating, and there's a lot of people here who are soulless, and that essentially it jades people and gives people a jaded perspective on what a relationship really consists of. And I know, just like you, as well as Jeff and I, we've seen a million different people online telling you how to take a relationship into your own hands, how to resolve issues in a relationship, how to start a relationship, how to conduct yourself during the course of a
nobody
relationship.
got the answers. We gotta put that. Every relationship is different, right?
And
what works for you don't work for everybody. And
what he said it best. What works for you doesn't work for everybody else, and what works for them doesn't work for you.
But too bad we have social media where people are impressionable. They watch social media and they believe that relationship is supposed to be this way or that way.
Yes, and now we're getting people online who's giving you this impression, but it's really essentially paid actors. And sometimes they don't really give you the true underlying, representation of
everybody living up a side. Everybody pulling the bow wow.
Everyone's living.
They're giving you what they want to see, and they're not showing you that there's ins and outs of relationships, and there's bad and there's good, like everything else, right?
Absolutely. Everything from the gold digger skits to the homeless transient walking up to the line in a high-end restaurant to the different variations of seeing people for what they're worth when it comes to relationships and how.
And remember what I told you. Everybody ain't shit. Remember that. So people acting like this shit don't smell, and this shit does smell. So just remember that. Most people ain't shit. A good percentage of us aren't. There's a small percentage of people that are. And just remember, take shit by face value. People be bullshitting on you.
So, funny he mentioned face value. Let's talk about when it's okay to crash out over a relationship and when it's not. We actually were discussing this most recent episode when this guy finds out his girl was cheating on him, and he unalived her when he came home from work, and he was actually talking while her body lied there, and he talked about his motivation to doing it. Let's pull that first. This one right here, right? Yeah.
This was my life. Everybody gotta die one day.
Oh, nah.
That's what sucking dick gets you. I went through this bitch phone when I got off work. This bitch was sucking dick in my crib.
What the fuck?
And I've been crying all day and I couldn't take it no more. I had to. I don't give no fuck. Judge me, bitch. They already outside. I'm finna just walk out like a man and do my time.
Nah, they
Fuck's no grade. I don't give no fuck because I can do what I want to do, bitch. My name.
They gotta take cameras from N-words. They gotta take some cameras from niggas sometimes. Niggas can't have phone cameras like that. Why are you recording that?
Craziest shit ever. Why?
I mean, I'm gonna go back to playing, but why are you recording? That's wild.
Wildest shit ever, right?
Niggas don't even care. Yo, I'm about to just snitch on myself.
But it's beyond the snitching part.
Why are you killing your nigga? This guy another. Why are you killing this girl for?
He offed her.
Yo, you gotta take Facebook Live from you niggas, man. You niggas be bugging out. Like what? Why you Why you lining this shit up like that?
I just don't get it. Like, at what point in time do you mentally say, this person is worth crashing out for me and losing everything in my life and therefore not moving forward and taking
Yo, that's the thing with the emotions, bro. You gotta sit down with your emotions because your emotions gonna have you doing some wild shit like this. Facebook Live with your murdered girlfriend on the floor.
On the ground.
And you showing people like, yo, like fuck jail, I'm going to jail, like.
Let's play a little more so you can see the graphic aspect of
RB, rude boy, I do what the fuck I want to do, bitch. My brother a maniac. Come on, that shit running my blood. Stupid ass bitch. Now you dead now, bitch. You a stupid ass bitch. This bitch stupid. She thought shit was sweet. Separated.
That's the
Bitch was
music
fucking on
too?
my brothers.
Or that's some random music?
That's G Herbo.
Oh.
Stupid ass
He's
bitch.
kicking her. Yo.
I don't give no fuck about shit no more. Fuck this bitch.
So,
Stupid ass bitch.
We don't gotta play the rest of that, do
we
we?
don't have to play the rest of it.
That
But-
is very disturbing right there, man.
It was a very disturbing interaction between this guy and this most recently passed.
Nah, this is why you gotta say, "Yo, World Star, man." I didn't want to see shit like that.
But so it's a bigger question, a bigger statement than World Star, right? There are a lot of relationships that have no substance now, right? But there are still a small portion of people who are still grasping on that idea of having this picture perfect love story, right? Now, when do you feel that ties into everyday life? Like, when is it okay to crash out?
I feel like you gonna crash out. You're not gonna. Why are you on Facebook Live? Everybody crash out. We have emotions. Sometimes you can't handle your emotions. We're human at the end of the day, right?
Correct.
But I feel like this is not the right way to handle it.
Absolutely not.
At all. I'm not murking a chick because she's sucking them. It's gonna happen. These chicks is out here doing shit. Niggas is out here doing shit. It's how life is.
The question.
But you gonna go do that, you're bugging out. You're tripping.
You lost everything.
You lost everything.
You lost.
He clearly don't care. He on Facebook Live. He that mad. He gonna feel it after. He's probably gonna regret it after. But
Everything gone in a matter of seconds. All of it out of emotion.
all for some chick.
All for some chick.
Because that's some other chick to cheat on you later.
Now, this goes into the next segment of this conversation. Was I also talked about this video, and this doesn't necessarily apply to me, but we talked about this video in 2025, what dating is. And the video essentially talked about how easy it is for you to misinterpret your relationship with people. So let's pull that one up here.
You have to pull it up right in there. Oh, I hope you ain't send me another disturbing video, man. You own one today.
No, but it's just you gotta start thinking about like, what you may find to be considered love, the next person may not, and vice versa. And you can't be running around here playing duck goose on these chicks, like that's just crazy.
Or these men,
these men.
Yes, we gotta be.
And when you run around here playing games like that, like what the fuck you expect?
No, this is not pulling up.
Craziest shit ever, but this.
All right, now it's pulling
Here
up.
we go.
Cheesecake. Apple pie. Chocolate chip cookies. Brownies. Ice cream sundae. S'mores. Banana split. Pumpkin pie. Red velvet cake. Carrot cake. Cobbler? Strawberry shortcake. Cake, layered cake, Boston cream pie. Caramel apple. Key lime pie.
So,
Man, I feel like it don't mean shit about her occupation, man. I feel like a female's gonna move the way she wanna move regardless.
so yes, you're obviously right. That's the.
But then I heard about nurses and all that.
But that's the general picture. But so essentially, this video is telling you what men are comfortable with as far as women in their professions, or what essentially represents what they do to get income, right? And staying in place is something you're accepting of, welcoming to, and then running away is something that you're, obviously don't want in your life. So there was a whole list. What was the list? What was the list that we played out here?
It was first one was nurse.
First was
Second
the
was flight attendant.
flight attendant,
And it was hairstylist,
hairstylist,
makeup, and then nail tech, and then bottle girl, and then it was IG model, and then dental assistant, and then an OF creator, of course, a lawyer, and then a project manager, teacher, real estate agent. And that's the last one.
so like
Or a dermatologist. That's the last one.
so like any other job, or any other form of income that a female that may have, right? Do they all give you a sense of concern? Like, should you be concerned?
I just feel like we live in a different era now.
Yeah.
Chicks get pulled up all the time, right? Dudes are gonna approach women, right?
Yeah.
But now they have a phone in hand where they could just get a post on their DM, like. So I feel like they have so many options now.
Yeah. It's coming.
So it's
from
like they're human at the end of the day, all right?
Yeah.
We can't judge them. No, we can't do that. Like they're women. If they're getting all these attention like all day, like they're gonna slip up. They're gonna reply to the DM.
Yeah.
They're gonna, like a picture. They're gonna. So I feel like it's a lot harder today. Same thing with dudes too, cause
It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder for what? To maintain that sense of loyalty.
Yeah.
Or okay.
I mean, for the weak people out there,
Okay, so what do you feel like?
It's just so like before you have to like think about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about it before. Social media made the world so much smaller.
Absolutely.
Like you could contact anybody from remember back then they used to have phone cards. You have to call somebody, you have to get a fucking phone card. Now you can DM them on IG.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if they're in another country. You could WhatsApp them.
Yeah.
And y'all could set up a meet.
Yeah.
Or this, that, and the third. It's like it takes a few seconds now. Back then it was a process to do all of this. Like we have to be mysteriously in the same town. Like now we can set all that shit up now.
So question here: are there any professions that women have that make you concerned out the gate?
I mean, I'm not gonna date a porn star or someone on OnlyFans. That's only. I feel like those are like the definite, or a stripper or whatever. Those are the definites where they're like around the predators. Like
he's like they're around the dick.
they're around the predators. Like
Yeah.
out in the open. Like at least the other shit is like, nurses. Yeah, they probably at work with employees. So I feel like it's any job because they're gonna spend more time at work than they do with you, right?
So any job a woman essentially can have a work husband. Or
Or a dude could have a work wife. Like like they're away from you is gonna, you're gonna be around somebody, shit's gonna build up.
So essentially, they just need to have that constant.
I just feel like you gotta, if you're that strong type person, if you're really committed.
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays it's like, who's committed?
All right. So there was another supporting conversation to this essentially, and let's pull that up here.
Blackmailed hundreds of cheating husbands out of millions of dollars and then moved to Morocco because there's no extradition laws back to the United States. This woman worked at a wireless service provider and she would dig through people's text messages, and when she found a husband who was cheating on his wife, she would call him and say, hey, you're gonna pay me 50 grand or this is going public to your wife. And she's targeting these super wealthy guys because they know that $50,000 to her is gonna be a lot cheaper than a divorce. And she ran this racket for 8 years, collecting over $5 million so that she could move to Morocco and send out a text message to every single person's wife and say, hey, your husband's cheating on you. So she blackmailed the guy, and then she didn't follow up on her end of the bargain. She wanted to kind of be a girl's girl. And then she moved to Morocco because these guys are now coming after her for extortion and blackmail. And she's like, you can do that all you want. I moved to Morocco because there's no extradition laws back to the United States. So guilty as charged, and now she's a content creator and she live streams teaching other women how to get jobs where you have insider information and you can do the exact same thing she did. She blackmailed hundreds of cheating husbands.
Listen, all heroes don't wear capes, right? A lot of women would say that what she did was she was a vigilante in some regard. But let's think about it like this. If you're in a relationship and you gotta do any of the above, then basically you spending too much time in the wrong relationship.
I tell you, that's right there, a perfect example of vagina unite. How come she wasn't calling no fucking husbands and telling them about their cheating wives? That's crazy, right?
You're right. Like, and I tell them all the time about this. Like, listen, there are some people out there who have their own personal agendas, and they think about this on a scale like, how can I be a tool of some sort for other women who've gone through what I have? So they essentially take this.
That's why there's a conversation, a whole vigilante. Like, I feel like, hey, I told you, vagina unite.
But you gotta think about it from this. Listen, it comes from both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that that's just how people move. And
I feel like people always move like this, but now they got so many fucking gadgets and devices to
so many
make it a
sources now.
seamless transaction.
Now,
right?
real question here, right? The real question here is who's at fault? And do you sue the phone company for having an employee?
No, I'm suing the phone company. I'm suing her. I'm suing her mom. I'm suing her dad. Whoever created her. We can't sue God, but probably we're gonna have to put him in the lawsuit too.
You took my messages through my thread.
Where's our privacy? We don't have privacy.
There's no privacy.
Where is it?
The privacy is getting thinner and thinner by the day. So keep that in mind.
That's crazy. Like when you on the phone and you doing your IG shit, this thing, there's somebody looking through your shit
while you're doing this,
trying to find your significant other to message them to tell them the shit you're doing.
Listen, there was a couple of breaches a couple weeks ago, on major phone companies, right? And no one saw anything initially, but you're gonna start gradually seeing over time all that information being leaked on the dark web. So make sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's when it comes to you being responsible about what.
I feel like ain't shit you could do. Everybody's watching what you do on your phone. You think you're low, you're not low.
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about that if you wasn't moving.
Yeah, if you're not moving crazy, you wouldn't have to worry about any of that.
You wouldn't have to worry about like that. But, again, no judgment there. But there's another supporting us a segment here that we essentially want to kind of highlight. Here we go.
My man answer me.
What's good, man?
Why are you saying on the phone? I've been calling you.
Hey, we're busy earlier. We're playing dominoes.
Oh, so you playing now? So you can't answer the phone? I'm gonna leave it alone. Just make sure you answer the phone when I call you, or call me.
Yeah, I got you.
Bye.
Hello?
Hey, babe. What are you doing?
I'm just cooling at Brown House. What you doing?
Nothing. With the girls. Probably wanted another sleepover. We found a really good show.
Sleepover? Always sleeping over at your friend's house, though. But alright, bro.
Nigga looks so
Okay,
he's
I'll see
still
you.
like.
Alright, love. I'll see you tomorrow.
Love you.
Love you too. Good.
That's that shit. I'm like, yo, you think you calling your girl, you think she's with nobody, that shit don't mean nothing, alright? That does not mean anything, alright? They could be, it doesn't matter at all, like.
And just keep in mind here, this is not a young thing. This is not an age demographic. This goes.
It happened since the beginning of time. Back then they were probably writing letters. You writing a letter to your girl. You think, she's writing a letter. Don't trust nobody. I told you. Remember I told you by percentages. All right. Remember that.
Listen, don't let us forecast our experiences onto you based off of that. But just keep in mind, you gotta.
Remember when she's calling you and she's mad that you fell asleep, it's a guilty conscience. Remember that.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's guilty conscience shit. When they start accusing you of shit, it's because they're doing shit.
But
it's just how life is,
Keep these things in mind, especially who you rocking with, because listen, sometimes it's different. There's a different time in everyone's life, and at that time in your life, you may be moving like that, but maybe you don't move like that anymore. But
people like Drea said, you could unhold yourself.
You can unhold yourself. You could be a hoe at one point in time in your life and no longer be unhoeing yourself.
Yeah, so
no more hoism. And
don't judge everybody. Sometimes people change. Sometimes.
Drea, she's dating a dude who's the same age as her son.
Yeah.
So she's
loyal now.
I'm converted. I'm no longer.
Like we saw with the other chick, she a whole Muslim now last week. So.
But honestly, Brittany, big shout outs to you though, because I see a genuine like you genuinely trying to be different. You know, it takes a lot. Like I said, big shout outs to you though. There's another supporting statement we had here, last one I think. Was that the last one for that?
Wait up. Oh, you sent me the same one twice. That's the one.
All right, so obviously we've all been chopping it up about this topic all week, and I've been thinking about it every day I go to the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we talking about the silverbacks.
Can 100 motherfucking men beat one gorilla?
I mean, it would have to be a strategic. I think everyone would have to be attacking at once.
Once, right?
But I don't think you got a group of people to move at a unit like that. You would have to get some army, like military, like dudes that have that what you call discipline. Like one dude's gonna think he's strong. He's gonna try to jump in first.
Imagine 100 dudes like 6'7", like our size, like 100 dudes our size, 50 maybe 100 pounds, right? Fighting a gorilla.
Who comes up with this shit though?
But I'm just like, how strong is a gorilla? Can we?
That shit come maul your face. Out your pants, you come maul your face. We think a gorilla could do.
Do you think we can? Do you think we can gauge the strength of a gorilla like we do with horses, like a car being 1,000?
Man, I feel like that shit would be like Avengers Hulk shit. The gorilla gonna be knocking a couple. I don't think the gorilla's gonna get everybody, but he's gonna knock out a good 40.
Thor fucking slam.
A good 20, 35. Then he's gonna be tired. Then he won't be able to take him down. I think 100 people can take him down, but I feel like the gorilla gonna take out a good 20.
Yeah, I think
a good 20, 35. He's gonna take them out.
Well, I think the gorilla can last. Like
100 people? You know how much 100 people is?
Yeah, 100 people is a lot of
That's
fucking.
a lot of motherfucking people.
But a silverback gorilla is pretty fucking strong, man. I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I feel like a couple of them grab his arm. Some people gonna have to be the sacrificial lamb, right? A couple of y'all gonna have to give up y'all lives to take the gorilla down. But I'm telling you, like, he'll take down a good 20, 30, and then the rest could take him out.
Yo, honestly.
Start biting that nigga's arm or something.
Honestly, I'll shoot the fade with a gorilla. Like, if it was like
I'm not fighting no damn gorilla. This is like that bear and the bear and the man type shit kind of. It's like those type of scenarios. Like, yo, these animals they're not friendly with us. Stop coming with these scenarios. Who the fuck thinks about fighting a gorilla? Like, he's smashing us, like, left to right.
Yo, honestly, if we had, like he said, strategically, we had 100 dudes all our size, we could definitely hold it for them.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's gonna take like a good 20, like I said.
We put up a good fight. I don't know if the gorilla. The question here is how long the gorilla will last, right? And how long like the men will last. Because for any guy to see a motherfucking gorilla slam someone by their hind legs, it's crazy. It's like
some people. That's why you're gonna have to get some Spartans, like 300 or something. Them type of dudes like that are gonna be able to like. Cause you see one dude get smashed, you're gonna be like, why am I doing this?
Pull up this fucking video so you can see what it would look like if they grabbed.
Oh, I seen that.
AI made a fucking video of what the actual fight would look like if it took place. Let's see what this fight would look like here. Cause real talk.
Oh no, this is somebody talking about it. Wait.
Seriously, it's the last one, but it's.
You want to go to the last one first, or
the last one first, because that's the one seeing the actual video. Because me personally, I don't know, man. I wouldn't.
They got a bunch of niggas too, like. See, you can't do this if it's going one by one, like.
Yeah, there's people hiding in the bushes.
You can't go one by one though. Look, everybody shook now.
Yo, the question is who goes first, right? Who goes first?
Yo, we all gotta go first. It's gonna be like on some, we all running on them like.
Press button right now. So you essentially we would all have to bum rush.
Yes,
him.
we'd have to bum rush him. If you're not bum rushing, it's not gonna work. That's what I told you. We just gonna have to sacrifice some dudes. We're gonna be sacrificial limbs. They're gonna be the first one. I told like a good 20 of them. But we all gotta just charge that motherfucker at the same time.
So 20 dudes. Yo, imagine that. So he would take out 20 dudes before getting.
Like, we're gonna get tired. Somebody gonna grab his arm. Another dude gonna grab his arm, and he gonna have to.
It'd be like 10 people are armed, 10 people are armed, 10 people are leg.
Yeah.
But like, can you get a grip on
And
him?
a couple punches to the gut. You know,
Because he is still a fucking gorilla, but a gorilla's massive, bro. A silverback too? That motherfucking.
Man, we talking about some King Kong, alright. We talking about a regular gorilla, a regular sized gorilla. Yeah.
Listen, I would give the gorilla the business if we had to shoot the fair one, it would that's a.
Good luck with that. I don't even think about fighting gorillas. Why am I fighting a gorilla? Like, why am I even thinking about fighting a gorilla?
I'm just saying, people out in Russia got baby bears as fucking pets. Why can't
I'm not gonna be anywhere gorillas at. I'm not gonna be in. Wait, they have gorillas in Africa, right? I'm not gonna be in Africa near the gorillas.
But I'm saying, if you had to fight, if we had to cohabitate.
Oh, so what? A gorilla breaks out the zoo. He in the middle of fucking
L.A.
Downtown
L.A. near the light post.
Nah, they need to send that nigga. Send that gorilla to Skid Row. Send that nigga to Skid Row.
Oh my God.
Send that gorilla to fucking Skid Row. Fucking meth heads would take him out, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good fight. A gorilla versus 100 meth heads. Who wins the fight?
Come on, I don't know. Them fucking Skid Row dudes, I don't know. They move a little different.
Yo, shout out to Skid Row, because there's a lot of people out there who can really be in the front line and get to the
Let's have this guy talk. We want to play this supporting the dude talking about it.
Would not join a modern day hunting party of men, because the question is 100 men versus one full grown silverback gorilla. And there are people out there like this that are saying that 100 guys would win. And no, they wouldn't. No, just flat out no. A gorilla's skin, you can't bite through it. Their bones, somewhere between 2 and 4 times as thick and dense as ours. Their hand, like their grip force, is something like 1,300 pounds. That means that with one hand, they could crush your skull. My dudes, this is what you're fighting. When they stand up, they are 6 feet tall. They weigh about 400 pounds on average. They can lift, press, or pull somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 pounds.
That's 3 cars.
That's enough to carry your arm or your leg.
3 cars.
These guys out here trying to rationalize
One arm,
this. Well,
3
we're
cars.
endurance animals and all that stuff. This thing could operate at a quarter of its strength and still body bag you. And we haven't even addressed
it's 100 people though.
You can't damage it. Thick skin, super dense bones, wrapped in an insane amount
Nigga,
of
that's the
muscle.
case. Gorillas don't die. How the fuck niggas getting gorillas in the zoo? Stop it, bro.
They sedate them. They fucking sedate them. What do you mean? They don't bring them there fucking fully fucking on go. He's how they get gorillas in this
Each one
room.
of these appendages is a death area. And even if you don't die, you're going to be missing or have a crushed limb. You're out of the fight until it decides to come and clean you up. And I love some of the crazy hunting tactics, because they're like, well, we would just swarm and what are you going to get? Maybe 6, 10 humans at the same time, and we would grab its limbs and spread it out. These are going to crush you.
That's it.
Listen. Harder than you can. What are you going to do once you have a hold of its limbs? Yeah, you're going to die because it's going to crush you or pull you into its mouth and bite your head off.
The real
you should
question.
also know that I have a secret classroom, which you can find by going there. And then
Man, I feel like gorillas, like everybody, got some type of weakness, alright?
If you had 100 dudes, 6 feet and above,
6'5",
6'5", 6
big
and
white,
above,
big yellow, big whatever.
over 200, right? We can stop a fucking gorilla.
Yeah. I think we can. I just told you, like I said before.
Look me in my
a couple
face.
sacrificial lambs, but at the end of the day, we're gonna take them down. Right?
I'm game. Listen,
I mean, I'm not game, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying I would want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I feel like 100 people is a lot of people.
Itself, then we would have to hold it.
100 people is a lot of fucking. 100 men is a lot of people.
Like we gotta figure. We need to be able to gauge how do we put the gorilla's strength in a metric system. So, I guess that's the next question. How do we gauge that? And is that a new form of power that we can kind of essentially gauge? Why haven't they done that yet, right?
Man, leave the gorillas alone, man.
I'm 5 gorillas strong.
Leave the gorillas alone.
You heard?
Well, the next topic is what? Black-owned businesses. I mean, we were supposed to talk about this before, but we
So yes.
we're gonna go with the wallow thing, or
So let's just talk black-owned businesses, and the reason why we're bringing this up, there was a recent incident where Wallow discussed his opinion on black-owned businesses. So let's play that clip real quick.
No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material on your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby.
Why do people in the background act like
I'm gonna spend my money.
Speak up, true.
I'm gonna spend them bills where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do when I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake-ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions, and I make millionaires, baby. You understand? I come from the ghetto.
So what's your thoughts?
I agree with him. I feel like people hate the truth, but it is the truth. Like, I feel like that's just like sympathy. Like, oh, support me because I'm a black. Support me because I'm a woman. Support me because of this and that. I feel like, yo, if you sell this shit, people gonna buy it. I never seen no Chinese food restaurant goes Chinese owned. So we like Chinese food, we're gonna buy Chinese food, right?
Uh-huh.
We like this, we're gonna buy it. I feel like it's just, if you have a good business, we're gonna support it regardless of what race you are.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel like that's just a sympathy play. Like, all right, support me because of this. Like,
so first of all, business is business, right? People have resources that some people don't, based off of capital. Some people have business bases off of resources of people.
And I feel like you handicap yourself. Well, you have a business where you're trying to sell to only one group of people. Like, aren't you trying to sell to everybody? And I feel like when you do that, I feel like it kind of handicaps your business a little bit. Like,
so when you think about so you're saying that kind of handicaps by saying something's black owned, or it kind of puts you in a
yeah, you put yourself in a box.
In a box. What about women owned?
Same thing. I be feeling like I see these products that say woman owned. I'm like, that doesn't make me want to buy this shit. Like, okay, like I feel like probably a woman would want to buy it, but I'm like, is it good or not?
That's like that. So that's a good way to think about it, right? Is when someone says, "Oh, it's black owned, it's women owned," you know, most of the stuff in the world is male owned, right?
I feel like that's how marginalized groups are, though. When they're marginalized, they feel like you have to support them because they're marginalized.
Yes, and it kind of puts you in this. I get where I completely agree 100%. Like, black owned businesses, it is a beautiful thing that you've taken the actual risk.
I don't think I ever supported. Did I ever support something because it's black? I mean.
Oh no, I definitely do support black.
I mean, I support everybody,
but not because of black owned business.
I don't feel like I support it because it's black owned. It's either because that was my homie, that was my friend, or I like the product.
So I want to bring it about like this. I want to support I support a black owned business because it's black owned. Do I support them for that reason? Yes. But if I feel that they are not living up to the aspect of business, right, or a respectable business, I don't have no.
I don't know. There's places out there like have terrible service, but the food is fucking good, so I'm still gonna go there.
No, but I'll dead you, black or white. If
there's places like you go to some certain Jamaican restaurants or whatever.
Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. I will not do business with you.
There's certain restaurants where you go and the service is not that good, but the food is good, so you're willing to take it.
Yeah, so what? The food is good, but let's just talk about the business aspect of it. Like, if you like for example, some people say that Jamaican restaurants have very bad customer service, right? But you work in a customer service field. You shouldn't be working in that field if you got to deal with people, right? So.
But you know, island people are different. They don't care.
So we're
not different type.
So now we've gone from stereotyping to like. Yeah. You see how we've gone there so easily. So business is business, right? So don't think about it like it's a black-owned business, let me support it, or this is a Latin business, let me go support it. Support businesses, period, right? But if it's a business and they're abiding by the business, it just so happens that they are of that culture that owns that business. Not just because, like, I've been to tons of black businesses that are horrible customer service. They're not essentially keeping up the standard of a business. And
I feel like then again, I feel like people just mad. People don't like the truth. That's why people are mad at Wallow for, but he's telling the truth.
And then if there's a solution to getting, if there's a resolution to a problem, no one wants to have to deal with someone in customer service that's not welcoming, right? And if that is something that doesn't support your business theory, then you automatically lose in all aspects of the business, because up front, the initial hub to the business is bad, and then the body of the business is like what are we really doing? And then the fact that you're trying to resolve an issue that could have been essentially fixed or essentially thought out prior to, then you wouldn't have to have this resolution at the end. And even then, if you have to have a resolution, you don't want to deal with shitty customer service, right? So if that's the black-owned business that you want to be, then
I just feel like, man, just have good business. Like,
just have good business.
That's it.
So,
and I feel like you pigeonhole when you just say black owned this or black owned this or this is a woman owned this or this is. I feel like, yo, people gonna fuck with what they want to fuck with, right?
So does that same thing apply to?
I feel like I told you. I feel like that's a simple. It's like a play. Like, all right, support me because of this.
Yeah. And then when you don't get
or support me because this is LGBTQ business or this that. I feel like that's just a sympathy play. Like.
I agree. It is a sympathy play, but some people use it and they use it to play on your empathy for
empathy.
You know, so that's not
like you're black, man. Come on, support us.
And then when you don't get what you want, you're like, oh, I support this motherfucker. Basically,
oh, you see, you anti-black now. You don't support black businesses. You don't support
money.
Businesses.
I'm out money. Didn't get the product, but I supported you. Now, when it's time for you to support me, you spent your money outside of the box, and now we no longer circulating the money through this community we call black, right?
Yeah.
So keep that same energy. Keep the same energy.
Exhausting sometimes.
And make sure you're doing good business, right? Last one. This is a crazy one, and we as humans always try to find new ways to entertain us, and more importantly, we always do. We always find a way.
I seen this shit too. That's funny. I seen it and I was like, "Is this real?"
So
and you sent it to me, like.
Yeah. So, sperm racing. We're out here racing sperm.
Nah, that's kind of crazy seeing them under the microscope though, like
and
seeing this shit like
swimming.
Yeah, but I mean, we really are the ones that won the race, like. Yeah. The ones that came out our dad's sacks were the ones that won the race.
So if you're watching this. Excuse me.
You won the race.
If you are watching this and I'm telling you this, we won the race.
We won. We're supposed to be here. There's a bunch of us that didn't make it.
We're supposed to be here.
We're supposed to be here.
So take that with a grain of salt, because you know why? You could have lost.
Yeah, you could have been one of the losers.
You could have been one of the losers, right?
Yeah.
And that's why when we get into it and you see all these different dynamics, it makes everyday life so much harder.
Yeah, I see some video too talking about sperm when the life is made, the shit lights up. You see that video?
Yeah, it literally creates this like spark, right?
It's like on fire.
It is. So that's why you always gotta keep,
Remember that, man. I don't want to get.
No. He's right.
Keep
that positive perspective.
Race,
keep that positive perspective in front of you, and remember that you won the race. And at the end of the day, what?
Right.
You gotta show love.
Well, I mean, I'm about to play the video.
But
yeah, show love regardless.
You always gotta
always.
You always gotta show love regardless, because we won the race. But let's hear it.
Wait, let me.
My training is better. He's not prepared.
So I'm just saying I'm a LeBron of sperm racing.
That was proud.
LeBron.
To prove that haters wrong.
They judge that sperm. Use their sperm.
Slow, sluggish, and weak.
That's their sperm, bro.
I'm pretty sure Tristan's talking about his own. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this nigga shit slow. That's just shit slow. Oh shit, that first one is out.
So
Oh, he died on the way out?
My testosterone's high. My training.
So, yeah, listen.
Mixed dude.
This ain't for the ones shooting blanks, man. Your shit gotta be pulling. Your shit gotta have drive. So, listen. When you thought there was nothing else to entertain you at the end of the day,
Niggas is racing sperm out here.
they are racing sperm.
Yo, stop wasting your fucking sperm, man.
Stop
Y'all
wasting your sperm.
masturbating. Y'all could be racing y'all shit right now.
Listen,
Think about that.
Lay off beating the monkey.
Yeah, beat that shit to make some money from
You
it.
could be making some sperm racing money, right?
That's crazy.
Listen, like he said before.
But yo, before we gotta talk about, do you think the Lakers gonna come back in 7?
Lakers. Yo,
what happened to your man? How come he didn't score in the fourth quarter? Like, what's good with your man?
Yo, listen, yo.
Yeah, man.
Listen.
Another all season, man.
Listen.
Laker fans, I told you.
Yo,
your man came for one. He did one good year.
Shout
It was
to
a
Cleveland,
fucking bubble. Your man.
Cleveland with the sweep. OKC with the sweep. Listen.
Now the Bucks is done too. You see Dame towards Achilles?
Damn.
Yo, Dame done.
Yo,
That's
shout my
crazy.
boy Dame, man.
No more of this, no more.
Listen, we need
That
more of
shit
this.
sucks. Yo.
When is it gonna be your time?
Nah, I think he old now. I think it's over, bro. He a role player now.
You know what's interesting?
But I think he should have never left Portland. I don't know.
Yo, I was just talking
He
about
never
this.
been the same.
Dame is literally Damon Stoudemire's doppelganger, right? And he went out the same way with the injury, just like Damon. Remember Damon Stoudemire? Damon Stoudemire.
Damon was never on some fucking. He was never on Dame's time. Come on. He was alright. He was never on no fucking Dame Lillard time.
Listen, it's like the curse of Portland, the brand.
Nah, but I think he was on Toronto before he was on Portland,
the
though.
Damon Stoudemire.
Was he on Portland? He was on Toronto before he even was in Portland. Dame Stoudemire.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying, it seems like the
But I ain't comparing him to. It's just because Dame had the blood clots, and then now you got the torn Achilles.
Remember?
And he like what, 36, 35?
Brandon Roy was like that too. Remember him?
Brandon Roy, that used to be one of my favorite shooting guards. Right after, it was around that time. It was Kobe, then him. Like that used to be my guy.
And listen, it's scary.
That was my guy.
It's scary, but listen, they always.
I used to kill niggas in 2K with Brandon Roy. Oh, that little mid-range cop, they
He was
me.
clean on that. Brandon Roy was clean on that. Listen.
Oh my. Because you know you didn't want to play with the Lakers because everybody played with the Lakers, so I used to play with the Blazers. I'm talking about that little. God. Yo, he was cheating 2K.
He was a cheat code. He was definitely. But listen, man. Just
like. But yo, how you skip that LeBron? We talking about Lakers 3-1.
Listen.
Is it over? Are we gonna win another game? Or we gonna bring it to 7?
No. So listen, the Lakers are gonna win another game, right? We are gonna win another game, right? But
nah, Anthony Edwards is not playing with. Yo, he pushing LeBron. You 40. I thought you the GOAT. You ain't no GOAT.
But listen, Anthony Edwards is nice, right?
Nah, he's a problem. He's a problem.
Yeah, he's a fucking problem. The kid is amazing to watch play, right? But how many can he go into the next round and win? It always happens like this.
What do you mean? Last year they went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but he.
And then even though I feel like Denver choked. That's the only reason they got there. But
yeah, but Denver's gonna go up against OKC next, right?
I mean, they're not done. The Clippers are tied up right now, 2-2.
But wait, who's gonna win out of that series?
Nah, they're going with 7. I don't know. That last way, the last time the way they won the last game, when Joker was getting double teamed and heaved that shit up, and Aaron go. I don't even know how they're reviewing that. So I'm like, I seen it. The shit was clear as day. But they had to review it and be fair.
Yeah.
But
that
shit was crazy. Because I'm like, was that a shot or a pass? Because they went way over the rim. Like it was a pass, but it probably wasn't a pass.
Well, it's a perfect. In the first one, we don't know what Joker.
Yeah, Joker is a difference.
Because he's a different kind of nice.
Ill human, like real ill human.
Ever since he got that job as the assistant coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
He's a good coach. He's an MVP runner.
Yeah, I still think he should get MVP. I know everybody going SGA. They want to be fair. But yo, Jokic does every fucking thing.
We still don't know who the MVP is yet, but
I feel like Jokic should get it, man. SGA, I know you want to be fair and give it to him, but
one for Joker as well. I'm sorry.
Joker needed. Might as well give him his other one. Like, we got. I know y'all got voter fatigue. I gave it to him twice already, but twice or 3 times. I think it's twice.
Twice.
Yeah, twice already.
Man.
Yo, man, I think I gotta give it to him again, bro. I mean, SGA cool, but he ain't doing what Joker doing.
No.
And Joker just won again. He just walked off like he was mad. I'm like, yo, yeah.
I don't care.
Like, what the?
Yo, listen. Generational.
Oh, Miami already out too. I forgot Miami gone.
And yo, listen. Oh, this real question I had was, is Tyler Hero as good as Caruso?
Nah, he better than Caruso. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Is Tyler better?
Well, yo, it's crazy. The players, 90% of the players voted him as the most overrated player in the league.
Hero?
Yeah. No, Tyler, your favorite point guard.
Tyler, Halliburton?
Yeah.
Fucking Tyrese, you mean?
Tyrese. He said Tyler.
Tyrese Halliburton. Not Halliburton. Yo,
he's I don't know why people be hating on him. He good,
someone
bro.
said to me, yo, he was nice.
He's like a better version of Andre. What's that dude's name? Andre Miller. Like, he's just like fundamental, but he gotta. Cause remember, Andre Miller was like the fundamental point guard, but he didn't have that. He didn't have the offense as much as
Tyrese Halliburton was good his first year because no one could time that unorthodox fucking shot. That shot, no, I'm talking about his first year in Indiana.
Oh.
And when he was on the Kings.
What do you mean? They're doing good right now. They taking the Bucks out.
But I'm talking about he wasn't really balling on the Kings like that because De'Aaron Fox is over there.
He was balling. That's why he was balling, Brian. Remember, he was balling.
He wasn't nice like that.
He was balling, bro. The niggas was what? Like, then they had the problem like, yo, we got 2 point guards. We got to get rid of one.
So
which one we going to choose?
So you're telling me when they was picking out the fucking lineup for the Olympics, they said Tyrese Halliburton was so amazing on the Kings that we want him to be a backup.
No, I'm talking about when he was on the Kings. The Kings had a problem where they got 2 point guards. They don't know which one to choose. And then they end up giving one up for fucking Sabonis.
Yeah, so who's better? Who's better, Fox or fucking or?
I feel like Fox is the offensive player, and Tyrese is really a fundamental point guard.
Who's better, Tyrese Halliburton or Fox?
Depends on what you like.
Yo, shout out to my boy
Fox is
De'Aaron
better.
Fox.
Fox is better.
I was gonna say
Fox is better. I'm not gonna do that.
Fox.
I'm just trying to troll this nigga because he try to hate. He don't like that light skinned dude. I don't know why.
Because he's garbage and they're trying to make him out. He's an industry player for the league.
Nah, come on.
The kid is not like that.
He's alright. I'm not gonna show him.
He's good.
He alright.
He's good, but that shot just throws me off every time. Like, is he better than LaMelo?
No, he's not better than LaMelo.
Okay.
No, I mean they do different shit. Tyrese is a fundamental point guard.
Is better than LaMelo? No.
I mean, he stay on the court more than LaMelo.
Yo,
but they still have. I mean, Tyrese be getting hurt too, but
is Tyrese better than Jalen
Brunson?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I was gonna say because you better.
Jalen better. I
was gonna say, come on, man, let's get right. Listen.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yo, end of the day, there was a lot of basketball left.
Now, who you think gonna win though?
Overall?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who you got in the finals. In the West I still think Boston's
definitely gonna clear out the East, right? But on the West, I'm gonna have to go with the Nuggets. The Nuggets are the biggest.
Yeah, I feel like the Nuggets. I want to see
they
that.
have the best amount of veterans, but they're not too old, but they're not too young.
But I mean, lucky for them, they're getting the tough team first because Clippers
exactly.
is the tough team.
As long as they get,
and they didn't end up playing with OKC. I don't think OKC got the experience.
No, they don't.
And I feel like Timberwolves is the same way, kind of. I feel like they're gonna get the best of the Timberwolves if they play them again.
Well, we got a couple of days here. All I'm saying is that we need Lakers to play the rest of these games
Adam Silver. I know you love LeBron. I don't know, man. Suspend one of these motherfuckers for us, bro.
Yo, it's just fucked up.
Suspend Anthony Edwards. Suspend fucking Randall. 2-3 games. Give the Lakers a shot.
All I'm saying here is if the Lakers lose, LeBron's retiring this year.
Oh my. Lakers lose! Please, Lakers lose! I want my team back. I want to root for the Lakers and not feel some type of way.
Yo, just like he said earlier,
wait, we gotta close out. Close out on a banger again, man.
Listen.
Yo, show love regardless, man. We're gonna see you again,
Show love regardless.
But yo, we're gonna end the show.
Our co-host says We gotta show love regardless.
Wait, man. You know we love everybody. We love you, LeBron. We love you, Lakers. We love you, women, men, women, whatever. But before we gotta
always showing love.
We gotta end the show on love, on truth and love. You know, we gotta end the show on truth and love again. Beautiful song, so truthful. Let me play this.
Whenever you win, they say you scored it. Whenever you lose, they say you scored it. It's propaganda getting corny.
Lakers is 7, yes. Lakers is 7, yeah. Lakers is 7.
Can't wait till they hang your shoes up. Yes. Release my team so we won't get chewed up.
We
don't need you, we got Luka.
That
will be set for the future. Purple on the shirt, so it's more like fuchsia. And the yellow really look like a highlight. Besides 2020, name me a highlight. What? The fucking NBA Cup, that's a fake ass shit. Like I'm silver made up.
Show love regardless.
Resume